Hi guys, my name is Arpita and I welcome you back to my channel Flights of Fantasy. This year, British Airways intends to recruit at least 2,000 cabin crew. But the competition remains fierce and candidates have to get through a multi-layered recruitment process before they're offered the job. Whether you apply to join the mixed fleet crew at Heathrow or wish to work with BA at Gatwick or London City airports, the recruitment process is the same and just as tough. The following step-by-step guide will help you through the process and give you an indication of what to expect. Please do watch this video till the end. If you have any questions, do write to me. So without any further ado, let's get started. So step 1. Applications have to be submitted on the official British Airways careers website. British Airways conducts recruitment runs, so if they don't have any open cabin crew positions when you look through, it's a good idea to create an account and register to receive email alerts. Now what do you need to be registering online with them? To submit an online application, you only need your updated CV or your updated resume. You should have this saved in either Microsoft Word or PDF format. You won't be required to submit any photographs, cover letters or references. A good CV is vitally important at this stage of the recruitment process. When you click submit, your CV will be scanned by a computer that decides if you match the requirements of the role. Now let's talk about the next stage. Your application and CV will be screened, and if successful, you will receive an email asking you to complete an online assessment. This is a very quick process and you will normally be notified the same as you submit your application. The assessment must be completed within a span of 7 days, otherwise it will expire. Choose a time that is convenient for you, when you're well rested and have at least 30 to 60 minutes spare. Make sure you have a quiet place to work without any distractions or any other commitments. The online assessment comprises of 3 elements. The first being the behavioral personality test. The second will be a numeracy test. And the third one will be a reading and comprehension exercise. You'll receive complete instructions about how the exercise works and get an opportunity to complete the practice questions. It's a good idea to have a pen, a paper and a calculator in hand for this stage. Now let's talk about the step 3. If you're successful, you will be invited to an assessment day. British Airways conducts the assessment day at the airline's headquarters, Waterside, near Heathrow Airport. You will be able to choose a date that's convenient for you. And British Airways normally conducts morning and afternoon sessions. If you have to travel a long distance, bear in mind that the airline won't be able to reimburse you for any cost incurred, whether you're successful at the assessment day or not. Assessment days are a popular recruitment method used to screen a large number of candidates at once. The day will be made up of a number of elements used to test your suitability for the role of cabin crew. There may be points where candidates are further shortlisted before moving to the next element of the day. Now let's talk about step 4. Unfortunately, the majority of candidates who attend the assessment day won't be invited for the final round of interview. It is estimated that only about 15 to 20% of candidates are typically shortlisted. The competition is extremely tough, so making it to this stage is really a big achievement. The interview will normally last for about 25 to 40 minutes and takes place on the same day as the assessment day. This round of interview will be made up of competency and behavioral based questions. You will need to have examples from your previous work experience that prove you possess the skills, qualities and competencies that British Airways recruiters are typically looking for. It can take some time to gather the evidence and become more comfortable with your answers. You should therefore prepare for the final interview at the earliest opportunity. Now, the next stage. After the final interview, your entire file will be reviewed by the recruitment team. You will be informed of the result within a week. If successful, you will be expected to confirm that you're still interested in pursuing the role within 24 hours. British Airways uses a private security vetting firm to carry out a comprehensive background check on the candidate. This will include your work history, your references, financial history, and any extended gaps. The security company will get in touch with you through an email. You must complete an online form within 3 days of receiving the email, or risk having your application terminated. This stage can take some time depending on your personal circumstances. Okay, now the last stage, submission of your medical report. In accordance with British and European law, new cabin crew have to undergo an initial medical examination. You will have to see a registered doctor or occupational health professional to obtain the correct medical report. This test is controlled by the Civil Aviation Authority, CAA. They state that the test must verify that the candidates are free from any physical or mental illness, which might lead to incapacitation or an inability to perform their assigned safety duties and responsibilities. Although this sounds a little complicated, it's just the same standard used to test fitness for driving. However, if you suffer from seizures, color blindness, chronic illness, lung disease, or serious disability, you should contact your recruiter for further guidance. After this, they start with the onboarding process. If your medical results are satisfactory, you will receive the final confirmation from the British Airways recruitment team. You will be given details about completing a week-long safety course that is carried out by a private company. Once you have successfully passed this course, you will be given a start date for your initial training with British Airways. So guys, this was the process of hiring cabin crew for British Airways. I wish you all the very best. I've recently created the Flights of Fantasy page on Instagram. I'm going to also mention the link to my Instagram profile on this video. Please do subscribe, or please do follow me on Instagram. Subscribe to my channel as well. I will also be sharing the link of applying for cabin crew for British Airways below. And if you like this video, hit on the like button, subscribe to my channel, and do not forget to share it with your family and friends. I'll be back very soon with more informative videos. Till then, you stay happy and healthy. This is Arpita signing off from Flights of Fantasy.